everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Supra VWORLD. Today we're going to get down and dirty. We're going to paint the body kit that's going on the Supra. Not the Supra behind me, I'm just using that to get to here. Where we are is my work depot. I'm a coach driver. These are the coaches that I drive to actually make money during the day. But we're going to get straight into it. I've just got to sand these down. I've decked out the whole inside of a container that's right next to us to paint inside there. A little bit known to my boss. And we've got to shoot the primer, then sand it down, and then shoot the top coat. We're only going to do 2 coats of primer, and then we're going to do a dry coat of the top coat and then a wet coat of the top coat, and then we're done. It's jet black, so it doesn't need the gloss on it. Let's get going. This is going to be a really busy day. We've got so much to do. Let's go. Painting, you gotta hate it, right? Anyway, we're making a bit of progress. We've got the room all prepped. I'm just going to wipe them down now with some wax and grease remover. I'll show you how to mix up the paint. We'll give these a spray of primer, then we'll have to let it dry. Then we're gonna sand them down and then put the 2 top coats on. So let's get cracking. This is a scary part. I've gotta mix the paint. So because we're using 2-pack, it's all sort of number coded. So my black here is coded 526 and the primer is coded 421. And I use 4 parts of the primer, 1 part hardener, and then 10 to 15% reducer. And then I do the same thing with the top coat with the black. So I use 4 parts paint, 1 part hardener, and then 10 to 15% reducer. I hope I don't muck this up. I've never sprayed in 2-pack before, but let's give it a shot. Here's something a bit weird. I used the compressor off the coach. The coach has amazing air compressor. It's much better than any air compressor. It just keeps full grunt all the time and it never slows the gun down. It's perfect for it. Fitting the kit back onto the car today, piece by piece. My paint job came out okay, not too bad, not the greatest though. So I'm simply buffing each piece before I put it back on. I've already put on the rear wing, that was a piece of cake, just buffed each side and carbon blade in the middle. Now I've just buffed these 2 here and I'll put on the rear diffuser. This is the bit I've been looking forward to, but let's get to work and then we can drive the car out and have a look at it. This car's never had coilovers in it, so in order to get the look that we want, I'm going to chuck coilovers all around. These are second-hand Tane HA coilovers. They'll do the job. I mean, they're fine. There's no leaks or anything. They're pretty clean. That'll do the trick for now. Let's chuck them in. There's just 3 12mm bolts at the top, 1, 2, 3. Undo those, undo the one bolt at the back, push it down, compress it a little bit, should drop out, and we throw these straight in. Let's see how fast we can do it. Okay, so it's a bit obvious that I haven't finished the car. The front lip is not done. It hasn't come yet. It will be here about mid-January, so I'll put that straight on. I'm also going to put a plastic front splitter directly under that. I'm going to make it myself out of an 8mm thick piece of solid black plastic. I'll shape it and we'll see how that looks. Should come out pretty good. I am also going to make some canards that go on the side, similar to the Redox style ones that go right about here. Maybe I'll be able to make my own custom ones, and I'll get them laser cut out of maybe aluminium, or I'll see if I can get them made of carbon in the future. But those should look pretty good. Look out for those ones. I'll do this in a future episode, but we've got to get onto the engine mods to keep this thing moving. I am dying to get onto the engine. This is all well and good. The car looks great now. It's feeling good. The coilovers feel great, but we want to get going onto the power. So the next episode for this build is going to be fitting a quick exhaust to it, and I'm going to put a feature in there where I can push a button and make it go loud to quiet using a flap inside the exhaust. And then we'll also do a very quick hood scoop install video. Then we get to the fun stuff. We're going to put larger injectors into the engine and fit the VIPEC or Link ECU. Clean up the engine altogether, and we'll try and get some boost out of this thing. I just want to see over 500 horsepower, and I will have a beautiful Supra to drive on the road as my daily. Everybody, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, it'll help me out a lot. My name is Clayton, this is Supra VWORLD. See you in the next one.